right, we are back in it. 7:43 in the morning on this fine February 3rd day. Working on the 1-bit JRPG. Turn down my desktop audio. Don't need that reverb. What do I want to work on today? I'm not sure. I've been working on like spell effects, item effects. You can see I just picked up this item herb. I think one thing, not sure why I have two. Oh, we start with one, and then we just picked up that second one. I don't think I got to the point where we play the effects in the field. Like I can use this right now, say on Tofu, nothing happens. I mean, if Tofu needed healing, it would happen. But we probably want a text box to play like we would in battle, and we also want the spell to play. I believe it was off camera, off of recording, that I added this second town, where it's more like just a little house where someone lives. And you can go in there and talk to the person. I'm not going to spoil the dialogue. There's a person up here who makes sure you don't miss that cave. Then there will be a little item back there. And we can bump into that, and then we can leave just by going far enough away. And you can see that, like, where I'm designing the local places in the game, that I'm trying to have its environment reflect where it's placed. And so, like, it's kind of rocky and there is grass. And that's where it's placed on the world map, too, so it makes sense there. Then we have the cave. We have battles. And we have some cool spells, which I can show off. Let's show off lightning. I don't want to kill him right away, but I know Love 3 will wipe them out. So right now I'm not... There's no randomness to the spell attacks yet. That one's fun. So I'll have to add that at some point. That'll make the fights more interesting. I did add, we now have all of the text that's stored in the dialogue script. Those are all now at arrays. So I had to change that format, but it allows me to have multi-line dialogue. And I can show that real quick just so you can get an idea. Not data, we need to go to dialogue. So I just had to wrap all of these into an array. I did change this to an array. Before it was a packed string array. That won't work anymore. Actually, it will work, but it will treat the array as a string, and so you'll see those brackets in your dialogue. That's not what we want. What we want is this multi-line effect, which we then, well, I then modified the text box. So I'll just show this. You're welcome to copy this down and just freeze frame it. And a few more. The main thing is we changed up start. So start now sets a variable called lines that we added. We duplicate that from the text, which is coming from generally the dialogue. Sometimes we also send through dynamically created text, such as in the event queue. And we're now handling inputs, which that might need to be regular input so that it's always overriding any others, but we'll come back to that if needed. And then text is always going to be lines.pop front, and I think that's the only thing that we changed. Of course, text is now an array argument. It's not a string. And you have to update that anywhere else in your code. For example, I know in certain spots I had typed my text like in the event queue as a string, and then I was sending it through here to here through start. So obviously you have to change those types to array. And then unhandled input, we're checking if we're pressing UI accept. If so, we stop. And then if there are lines, we start with the current lines. And so it's always just going to be taking the front line of text. And I will modify this so that we can like advance the text and not just immediately stop. So we'll do a visible characters check or something like that. I will be right back. I'm just going to grab a cough drop. 10 seconds. Maybe 15 seconds. Okay. Take some caffeine. So I'll add that at some point. I really try to focus on things that I think add more impact to the game. And then little stuff like this I can come in and fine tune later on. So let's get those, let's make things happen when we're using items or spells in the in the field. So that's going to be contained within our field GUI. I don't know why this is all minimized there. So we go to items, we wait until an item is selected. I don't think we have to do that. Oh, we might have to do that, yeah. To see if it's actually usable. But that's okay for now. And then here's where we use the item. So on player windows button pressed, this is where we would decide what happens. So I'm going to look at the event queue and see what happens when we do, use this. And so this is making me think that we probably want to make this something that maybe the item handles. Like we could do item.use. Caller Adam P. I think we can send that text up like that, and then yeah. See, the tricky part is timing this. But maybe we're just going to move this whole thing into item.use and we'll modify it as needed. So it's going to be, let me undo some. Let's put person to that. We're going to take all of this. And I think we just go down to there. Yeah. And we'll see if we can make that work. So I like to have, just a side note, like all of my set get functions, all of my Boolean checks, like is underscore dot dot dot. I like to have those at the top. And then my actual like functional functions, where we're doing lots of work, I like to have those toward the bottom, and then we have connections and so on. Anyway, so let's try modifying this code. For now, the way we had the game set up, like it's okay because we have a globals text box. Well, let's see. So item is just gonna, if we go through all of these, we can probably just erase all of them. Yeah. With nothing. And so that clears them. And yeah, we're going to need caller and I think target. Also potential targets we're going to need. But I think we can get that programmatically. It's not a huge deal. But for now, let's send through caller and target. You know what? Why don't we send through potential targets? We're already doing that target check. We might as well send that through if we have it. Anyway, back to item.use. Let's see. So what do we call it? Default, and let's see what's wrong here. So item be self hit sound. Let me add that. Let's make that. Let's do that, and so I'm gonna make that. I'll fix that. Let's go up to audio. Well, let's hit sound and action. This is really, I need to change this. It's so stupid having all these functions. I just don't care right now. Like it doesn't matter that much. And then we need to find that hit sound and send that over. Let's see. Not in battle, it'll be an event queue. Sounds.2. That's a great name. That's very descriptive. All right, so that's in there. Back to item. Get heal, hurt text. That's in our event queue. Let's see what's going on there. Excuse me. Get heal, hurt. Let's put this in battle actor and we'll make it static. It makes sense for them to hold it. I'll put this up here. So target, yeah, that should be fine. Actually, now we don't need target because we'll call it on the target. It actually improves that, I think, and we can use it throughout the game. So now, well, wait, let me look at that. It might not be on the target. It is. Why did we have actor there? I feel like that needs to be the target. Oh. Oh, we are using actor there. Okay. That's fine. And then, so we're not in the tree. So how can I do that? I have to modify the text box. We can do something like that. I don't feel too hot. Alright, so it's not working out here yet. Because we're not calling use, so that's fine. Alright, so let's throw some spells. Oh, you should have items. No, where are your items? Alright, the waiting's not working. You can see it just flew through that, so we can take a look at that. Probably because event queue has to wait the use call on here. And then in the field, also we make sure we're doing that. I think we are already in the item. Let's clean this up. We can have the target first, that's fine. Here's the collar. Oh my gosh, sorry. Frick, I have to turn off the mic. Be like, we do have get current player. Oh my gosh. Target, I might modify use. We don't have to call that anymore. So item handles that. Also, I can change the. Oh no. Yeah. I think that's all we have to do to get that to play the effects in the field. So screen shake is non-existent. That's fine. We take a look at battle. My music is a cue free. That should work. So our effects uses screen shake, and so we need that to always be in the field. Wasn't using that before. So our text box is not functioning right. Was it on the field GUI? I don't think so. Do we make it? Yeah, we do. What is happening there? You find out why our text is not showing, then we'll worry about positioning it. I think because it freezes. There we go. We want the process always. I think because it's not on the canvas layer, the GUI is always going to draw over top. Damn. I wonder why some of that text goes so fast. See if it'll let us use spells. No, it doesn't. Oh gosh. Terrible today. Terrible call. I need to make some tea. Okay. I don't want to be able to do that. Easy mode. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Equipment. Could add that. Oh, cat. No, you know what we can do? Global state. Could have menus handle that. That's all right. So we can just check that in there, or better yet, so we just do that. We can call that in the room code. We go to battle. We want to I think really we want to call that right away. We'll do all that up here. Oh no, that would pause. Is this? Oh, we can keep that like that. That's fine. I think the battle unpauses everything when it's leaving. Just make sure everything still works. Yeah, that's not right. I should. Oh, that needs to be false. So we turn it off when we go to battle. We turn it back on after. That's the idea. Siri, stop. That's cool. I never tested the MP check, but that works. Oh. Yeah, cool. So I can't change my player during battle. except for the menu here. That's good. All right. Oopsie. Okay, so we have that. Make a screen effect for that later. Now, base nil. Oh. Oh, dude. Template is not a. Get rid of that template. Okay. Now we have heal. Really, cat? uh, did I crash it? Oh. Then I don't want to battle. Oh, I never made that. And for now, we just return that. We'll have other checks, like if there's silence and all of that. So we really only need it down there. Perfect. I don't know if our weights are working though. We should probably wait till the text box is finished. We do that, and well, no, we can just let the player go through there. It's not going out. So why is this not continuing? Okay. So we're getting down to here. So maybe it's an issue with add. Oh. We have to make sure it continues. Yeah, we have all those down here. There we go. And we can probably increase that delay, that wait a bit. All right, right on. Go back in here. We don't need that anymore. That's progress. And so the menu does not care, it just tries to use that item. The item is what determines if we can call it. I think that's the way to go. And this, I think, will return a Boolean. And so it'll be like, well, actually, I think if we don't have enough MP, we probably want to just disable that button in the first place. It's not something I feel like working on right now, though. Yeah, we already have a note for that. But it's good that we have that code that we put in item anyway. We might need that at some point. Player locked and need to press through dialog boxes. Yeah, I probably want to work on the dialog box a bit. Like, I want to change this behavior. We want to check this. So I think here, we're going to copy that. Just call that, whoops, not right there, sorry. So, I need to wash my hands real quick. Got some cough drop on it. Be right back. Okay. If you can't tell, my office is in the corner of my kitchen. Okay, so visible text.visible ratio. What the hell is it called? Visible characters? No. I think we can just set that to -1. We call that because that will. Oh. Let me do these checks up here. We'll see if that works. Does that already call stop? No. Stop just. Or not stop, and that. Well, I guess we do want that. So this should be up here. Instead of that, we're going to call stop. And I think we can move this. I'll leave it. F it. We stop. We don't want to hide it. False. And if lines we start, no. So here we do if then if lines else stop else let's make a new function just so it's more readable. That's fine. Let's test it out in the town. So what is this on? UI accept? Okay. And then when I pressed it again, we want that to close, so that's not happening. I have to see why. Let's see what's happening. So we're stopping the input. Yeah, I don't really want to call stop down here. Really, we just want to stop the typewriter. I don't know if we need that crap. Keep it simple. Save that. Yeah. Another thing, I want to lock the player. Which, honestly, the player could probably handle. I think that's better than having something else. Because the player initializes the text box. So we don't really, the text box shouldn't care about the player. Interact with, it's going to be around here. Let's see, how can I pause my player? I think we have a function in its parent class set disabled. Where are we using that? They're not using it. Are we using it? Yeah, so down here we just call set disabled, I think. And then I think down at the end, what we can do is check like if locals.textbox is active, then we await locals.textbox. So we'll make that. This probably has to be bumped out. Let me Let me actually put this down at the bottom. All right. Let's take that and text box. Signal is active. Signal is finished. We start and do is active.init. I always like to have my signals at the bottom if possible. And then when we call stop is when we can do is finished.init. That means we don't have any more, I believe. One player moved. So the player shouldn't be able to move, but we can keep that in there for now. So I go to town. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh, is active is this? It needs to be a Boolean, not okay. We'll get there. And then this can just be finished. Okay, so let's update these. Active is gonna happen when we're wherever I have this, so it's gonna be just active is true. Put that at the top. And then when we stop is when we will turn active off. Or it could be a function. A function. It's fine. So we get rid of that. Yeah, why not? So it's going to be and, I mean, I think that's really all we need. As long as when we're clearing the text, I think that's the way to go. Like not is empty. It's probably fine. So we can call that, let's get rid of active. Anytime I can avoid having another variable, I'd rather just put in a function. Because it's another variable you have to track, it's another state you have to track. And this, I mean, it's just dynamic. We can add to it. It's not like we're going to call it a lot. And then we just put parentheses, run it. And, all right, so the text does not run now. Let's go and see what happened there. It's possible. Is our text box getting frozen? No, it's process always. Let's. I'm gonna try print debug text to see what that looks like, and runtown 0. Oh, that is really nice. My buddy on the channel is a top tier commenter and feedback giver. Told me about print debug. That is super, super handy. Holy crap. That is gold. That is very helpful. I'm going to be using that all the time. So it's getting the text, it's just not running. It's not instant text lines pop front show. Is it this? It's not. Maybe it's the disabled part. Let's see. I meant to do like, or no. Let's try not doing that. Okay, so it has nothing to do with that. Instant. Instant's not on. It wouldn't matter anyway. Oh, it's our typewriter check. This is clearly breaking it. I think. Wasn't it working with that before? Oh, okay. Now I can move. I can't. Perfect. I can't move. So we're out of this text box. Let's do that. Perfect. I think I'll have escape or UI cancel be if we're just closing out. Just call stop. I think that's okay. Because we disable input in the battle one. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Just make sure we turn it off there, yeah. Yeah, quick close works. That was weird. It had the old text. Why not clearing? Guess we can make sure lines is cleared. if there's anything else I have to change. Yeah, it's weird. Why is it not resetting? We reset visible characters here. I guess I can just ensure it's up here. Poor thing just wants a date. See, I needed to freeze the player so I can get ensure they get through that dialogue when it's multi-line. Whoops, I keep doing that. I might have to change that placement. Our text is skipping through. Let's fix that before we do anything else. Play key. thing I need to check. It's just like if that happens right away, we know there's an issue with this await, which sucks. I mean, I already know there's an issue. It's just I'll know where it is. Maybe it's just an issue with the text box. Because this looks right. It's just the text box is flying through everything. What is that alert? Okay. Adding that, we wait half a second. Oh, the battle's supposed to have immediate text. I think that's the problem. We need to do if. Let's try it again. The battle is supposed to be more fast-paced. Yeah. There we go. All is good. Alright, skip all that. Cool. Go back out. Oh, I can walk away from that. I don't like that because I feel like you'd accidentally bump into items. We can just do the same thing down here. This kind of assumes that we have a text box. Go ahead and do that there. So now if I go to this other item, we will wait. Okay, I can't walk away. We can skip the text though. Something's up with our. It's not showing us the correct target. Oops, I didn't want to exit that out. Why did that? So that's not hiding. We need this to hide. On the start. Just make sure all these are hidden. That did not do it. I got clear. Dude, really? I know, what is... Oh, it seems like it's working now. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, no, never mind. Alright, boom. Yeah, more areas, enemy spawn areas. Story cutscenes. Yeah, cutscenes will be coming up soon, I think. I might try and hold off. Yeah, I mainly want to get all the environments in. Like right now we have these 3, and then we just kind of have to go around and add all of these other ones. Like there's a hidden one there. Semi-hidden. There's a couple here. I think this cave is going to lead to this. I'm not totally sure. That is kind of how I have it laid out, though. There's this thing. There's one. There probably should be one down here. In fact, I'm going to put that in now. Maybe it's going to be a big bad tower. And this feels like it needs something. Right? Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? And probably want something up there. We can always add stuff later. Yeah, this definitely feels like it needs like a little port town or something. Just plop that there for now. Maybe give it some grass. We'll see. Then there isn't much along this coast. Like you kind of need to give, I need to give the player a reason to kind of go over here. I feel like this point would be a good place for something. Yeah, why not? Right at the tip. And then this is just a little bit bland, isn't it? Maybe just give it give it some mountains. Why not? Make it a little more dynamic here. Yeah, it should be alright. Yeah. So pretty soon I'll want to be making new tile sets, which we can use to build up these different areas. I also have to think about like if the game is going to be contained on this map, or if we're going to go to something else. Is there going to be? Are we going to get a ship and be able to leave? Presumably, we would need some kind of airship, some kind of air travel, even if it's something we rent, like a Final Fantasy II kind of deal where you just pay to fly. I never got too far in that game. I don't know if you ever get like an actual airship that you own, but so those will be considerations I have to make. As always, I'm trying to keep the scope relatively contained. I really want to finish a game, and I'm trying to do that. So, yeah. I might want to recreate the ice physics that I've done before and just recreate that map that I've made already with those physics. Maybe add on to it. We'll see. I think I'm done for now. Pretty good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. Just keep in mind it's not a tutorial. It's just more me documenting the process. And so there are going to be gaps in the series. So if you're following along, which you're welcome to do, and try and recreate certain things, that's great. But just know that you'll have to kind of fill in those gaps yourself. But I will try and help you along the way if I can. All right, so good luck with your games. I will talk to you next time.